Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, it's been a long while because of health issues and other things, but I am here in the Smokies. I do have my annual pass sticker, and I'm going to hit some connector trails. I have already done Finley Cane, Turkeypen, and Crib Gap, but the connector trails between them I have not done, so I'm going to pick that up today. So here is the beginning of Finley Cane Trail. And I am just hoping that the water level is okay to go under the road. I haven't really decided yet if it's warm enough to wade it. I'll determine that once I get there, or try to figure out a way to go over the road, leave my shoes on, or take my shoes and socks off. I have already done this little section of trail when I finished up Lead Cove, but Crib Gap actually meets Lead Cove on this side of the road. So this little section right here is a little bit of a repeat overlap, but I'm gonna do this so I can do the triangle as a loop. I think there would be less overlap this way, so we will see. So I just finished this short section of Finley Cane. There's a blowdown to where it reaches, where it intersects Turkey. This is actually, I think, the remaining section of Crib Gap, but it tells you that it's 0.1 miles to the Turkeypen Ridge Trail. So this is the first section of trail that I had to come back to complete that I have not done. There was one water crossing already in the short distance on Finley Cane. I was able to use down trees and rocks to rock hop, so I didn't get my feet wet. But I'm a little anxious, not in a scared way, but just anticipation to see what the water looks like in the tunnel that I have to go through on this trail. It looks like there's been horses through here. Looks like there'll be an easy rock hop here, but I may have to put my phone up so I can use both my trekking poles for balance because the rocks are going to be slick. I just rock hopped that little stream, and now I made it to the tunnel. Let me try to get over here to where the camera's not in the sunlight. It looks like I could go over there. It's pretty shallow, but then once I get down to there, it really looks like it's not shallow down there, and I would end up getting my feet wet. Now, I may have to come back in the summertime and come under this just to complete this, because I think it's too cold now. I don't want to have wet feet in these temperatures. So it looks like other people have climbed up here to go around when the water levels have been high and just cross the road, and I think that's what I'm going to do too. I do see a juncture up here. Look at this. Things are starting to sprout. If I can get that in focus instead of what's behind it. I don't think it's going to let me focus. Let me try to. You can kind of see little bitty sprouts of green on that. And oh, check this out. Look at that, isn't that cool? And if you have followed me any, you will know that I do not know my trees. It is early for wildflowers. About 2 weeks early. So that's a bonus. Look how things are greening up. How pretty. It's about 1:18. In the afternoon. Normally, there's all kinds of little pretty flowers here. I don't know if they're going to pick up on the video or not, but I normally start my hikes a lot earlier in the day. But I had trouble deciding which hike I wanted to do today. And I waited too late to get started for almost any other hike that I could think of. And where I've had a lot of autoimmune issues, I knew I needed something easy. So I thought, I'll just go back and pick up these connector trails. Okay. Laurel Creek Road is point 2. Schoolhouse Gap is that way, which I have already done to get to Schoolhouse Gap. This is Turkeypen Ridge Trail, which I have already done. And this is Crib Gap Trail, which I have already done this section. I started in Cades Cove and came from Crib Gap to this juncture, and then took Turkeypen Ridge to Schoolhouse Gap, and then Chestnut Top down to the Y, which is mileage off the top of my head, somewhere between 11 and 12 miles, I think. But this section of Crib Gap and this section of Turkeypen Ridge I skipped because it would have been too much overlapping on a 12-mile hike day, that I thought I can just go back and pick that up some other time. Well, it was one of those things that you just put off, and I thought, knowing my ability today, I do not have my trail legs back from all the sickness I've had. So I thought it would be a perfect day to do this little easy triangle. So this is the tail end of Turkeypen Ridge, and I should come out right at my Jeep. Look at the beautiful day. I love it. See the road. Now it looks like people have just made shortcuts, one right here and one right there, to get on this trail. But the trail actually continues a little bit this way. There may be, there may be a short section of a road walk. Oh no, it loops here to the left. It's turned out to be kind of a hot day, considering it's probably in the 40s. Maybe 50s by now. And there's the trailhead sign. So I did make it back, did my little loop of connector trails, which completed with the exception of the tunnel under the road that I will have to come back in warmer weather. Even though the sun is shining, don't let it fool you, it is still not that warm out here. And I'll have to come back to continue that, but this completes, let's see, Crib Gap and Turkeypen Ridge. So another good day in the Smokies.